What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we have another Season 10 League of Legends guide coming your way. Reworked Diana obviously came out this preseason. A ton of people have been playing her, having a lot of fun with her. She's just way more enjoyable to play than the old Diana. Her play rates have skyrocketed. A ton of people saying she's really strong right now, really overpowered, really fun to play, all that great stuff. So people are trying a ton of new builds, runes, all that stuff on this champion. So today we're going to be talking about one of the builds people are trying out, what I think about it, how to do it best, and all that good stuff. So make sure you stick around for that. Talking about Grasp of the Undying Diana today. But real quick, I just wanted to mention that I actually do stream over at twitch.tv/I_am_germ. If you could check us out over there, that would be much appreciated. If you learned something in this video, checking out our Twitch would be a great way to repay me. I would appreciate that very much. With that being said, let's get right into this video talking about, again, Grasp of the Undying Diana. So first, I want to talk about why this would even be something that you would try now as opposed to before. So before, Diana had no real way to get onto people and proc Grasp of the Undying before level 6. But now that she has her dash at either level 2 or usually level 3 whenever you take her E, she's actually able to dash onto people, proc Grasp of the Undying with her autos, and then W and get out and still make a favorable trade. This is something she wasn't able to do before until level 6, so pre-6 it's like you had no keystone. But now, since you can do that a couple times before you hit level 6, you're able to get some of that bonus max health in the early game and start to become a little bit tanky, kind of that bruiser style of Diana build. Get really sticky, really annoying with shields, a lot of the health, and then still being able to do a ton of damage. Like in this replay, we're taking a look at a game from Arc Second in Grandmaster. He goes Grasp of the Undying Diana against a Twisted Fate here, and he's still able to do the most damage in the game, even without having Electrocute, even without having Conqueror. Obviously, he does lose some early game damage and some upfront damage from the Adaptive Force of Conqueror or from the burst of the Electrocute, but it's just a different style. You get a little tankier, you become that bruiser style, able to stick to people, be really annoying, but you can still do damage, so it's still not like bad to play. People have been trying this out throughout all elos. People are theory crafting. In the end, in Plat Plus, it really hasn't been that good. The win rates are all over the place and not really good for the most part. Some people are playing it, some people are liking it, maybe it fits their style, but overall the win rates have not been great. But where it shines is in low elo. In gold and below, and especially as you get in the lower ranks like bronze and silver, this has like a 56% win rate or something. I'm sure it's just way more forgiving to play, feels way better, you get tankier, you can't be punished as hard, and you can still do a lot of damage. So if you're a low elo Diana player struggling on her for dying too much, it's definitely something I would recommend, because the problem with Diana is that she has a dash and she seems kind of mobile and stuff, but once she dashes in, she doesn't have a way of getting out. She doesn't have a dash to escape. So maybe being a little tankier, having that extra health and stuff, helps out the lower elo players a little bit. And the win rates definitely show that. So I think it makes sense, and that could be one thing. Also, in higher elos and just in all games, if you're up against certain assassins like Fizz, Kiana, certain early game champions that might be killing you and stuff, you are able to take Grasp of the Undying, get that bonus health, and become harder to kill, because you're not able to get your damage off anyway if you're just getting one shot by those champions. So I've heard Arc Second, some other Diana players say that into Fizz and Kiana, they think the Grasp of the Undying build could be perhaps the best, even though it's not just a cookie cutter like plug and play build. As far as the runes, this is Grasp of the Undying, Shield Bash, Second Wind, Overgrowth to give you even more bonus health. Nullifying Orb and Absolute Focus in the Sorcery Tree secondary. With the Nullifying Orb and with all its bonus health, there's no way you're going to die. In this game, Arc Second's against a Kiana jungle, and he's just not going to be dying to her because he's going to be too tanky, and with the Null Orb, he's going to be so safe, and it's going to allow him to actually survive and do more damage in the long term, because if he's just dying, if he's just exploding right away, you're not getting that damage off anyway. As far as the build, just a very standard build. Rod of the Ages, he actually goes Merc Treads, and most of the Diana players do in Grasp. They go Merc Treads every game rather than going something like Sword Shoes or whatever, because you're not trying to be the bursty style Diana with this build. Obviously, you're playing more the Bruiser. And then Nashor's Tooth and Zanya's are just so important on Diana that those are core no matter what. And then after that, it's just situational items. But those are the first 4 main items. And games end so fast in Season 10 anyway that the game's usually over by that point. But yeah, that's how this build works. That's the rune page. That's the items. That's kind of some of the why and how behind it, which I think is really important to explain. Because if you're going to try out a new build, if you're going to try out a new rune page or whatever, you need to know why and like how it even works, or in what situations it could be beneficial to you. So if you're low elo, if you're playing against certain assassins, or if you just like playing a bruiser-ish style anyway, and you want to make Diana work, I think those are the situations that you could really make this work, and that's what Arc Second's been doing even in Grandmaster. So if it's able to work there, like in this game, he goes 6-1 and does the most damage in the game and pretty much hard carries. If he can do that in these games, then you can do that in your games definitely for sure. I did want to show a clip of him fighting a little later on in the game just to show you how much damage it can do and how you don't really have a lack of too much damage. Obviously, in the early game, you do have to play safer since you don't have those damage-dealing keystones. You are going to have to farm up a little bit and wait a little longer before you can actually do damage with items and stuff like that. But you can see there, those champions were both the same level, and with the Grassy Undying build, he gets really tanky. He's able to eat more damage and stuff, and without losing damage, he's still able to like 100-0 Vladimir there in a side lane. Vladimir's obviously a very annoying champion, hard to kill himself, and if he's able to do that to him, then you're not missing out on too much damage. Even though Conqueror is very busted right now, if you were to have a cookie cutter keystone that you just wanted to play in every matchup, every situation, without putting too much thought into it, Conqueror would be the way to go. But I think situationally and depending on your playstyle, Grassy Undying can be very interesting. And if you're someone who's like trying to min-max, theory craft, all that stuff, this is at least one option you have to go on Diana. So if it sounds interesting to you, if it sounds like fun, if it sounds like it might fit your playstyle, definitely try it out in ranked. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Thank you so much for checking out this Grassy Undying Diana guide. You can play it top lane, you can play it mid. It's the Bruiser Diana that is probably going to be pretty strong for Season 10, especially in low elo. So hopefully can carry you guys out of there. But yeah, drop a like if you enjoyed this one. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know if you tried it out, if you think this build's troll, if you think it's trash, whatever, all that good stuff. Let me know how you're doing with Diana in the preseason. Also, subscribe to stay up to date on all of our latest content for League of Legends. I want you guys to be a high rank in Season 10. I want you guys to get better. I want to see us all thriving. I want to see us all succeeding. Season 10 is our year. So if that sounds good to you, definitely stick around this channel. I'm going to help you guys learn the game, get better, all that great stuff in Season 10. Thanks a lot, guys. Hopefully I see you over at my Twitch streams one of these days. But until then, peace.